Hey party people, welcome back. Like I said in my last video here, I said I was going to a flea market and then a card show. That's right, 2 for 1 on a Sunday. This is the stuff we picked up. Before we do that though, 2 things. Number 1, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button below. We want to keep building the channel. We cannot grow without your support. So what are you waiting for? If you're going to have fun, like I know I'm going to have fun showing you what I picked up, please hit that subscribe button below. Boosts my ego, makes me feel good about myself, but it also helps the channel grow. And thank you for helping the channel be successful and watching the video. I really appreciate it. Number 2, in that last video, I forgot to add that I also bought 3 books. So I'll just show that real quick. It is 1, 2, and 3. Some of these guys, people might find a little controversial. Sean Hannity, Ben Carson, and Howie Carr for those local New England people. But here's the reason why I bought these. This Sean Hannity one, look at this. Personally signed by Sean Hannity for the Republican National Committee. And that's Sean Hannity's signature. I paid $15 for all 3 of these books. I can probably get $25 for this all by itself. And it's in great condition, so I'll throw that out there. Hopefully that'll get sold around $25. Dr. Ben Carson. Again, this is a signed copy. It's in great shape. I think that's the actual signature. Yeah, normally it's like here or there, but there it is. Ben Carson, signed copy. I think this is more along the lines of a $20 book. But again, $15 for all 3. There's $45 just in the first 2 books. And here we go. This guy is a local reporter, talk radio host. Actually, I don't know if he's still on the radio, but he wrote a lot on the Boston mob. It's Howie Carr. There it is right there. It's just to Jackie. Thanks for listening. So it's whoever Jackie is, I've got your book now. But there it is, Howie Carr, The Trial and Conviction of Whitey Bulger. There you go. So that's actually, my wife actually liked listening to Howie Carr every once in a while. So that's actually just going to be a gift for her. Why not? Especially since, you know, $45 in the other 2 books. I don't need to sell that one. But here we go. Let's start with the flea market stuff and then go to the card show stuff after. So we'll save those for a minute. Check this out. That is a Waterford crystal clock. Where does it say? I don't know if the camera will actually pick it up. There it is. There's Waterford right there. I have to pop this out, put that battery in. Definitely needs to be cleaned. But for $2, I could probably get $25 for this. It's a nice, pretty clock. Waterford crystal is always nice. You know, it's one of the nicer things. Definitely needs to get cleaned up. But for only $2 plus the cost of the battery, we'll say a whopping $3. Should have no problem getting $25 for that. So that's pretty sweet. And then I got, we'll save those for a minute. We got this travel leather. It's probably faux leather. Travel clock by Seiko. And it's actually a very nice looking one. Check out that dial. It is very clean. There you go. It's probably from the 80s. Maybe even the 90s. It's an alarm right there. Someone clearly was using the wrong screwdriver to open that up. But as long as this is working, this is like a $15 or $20 clock. Not bad for only paying $5 for it. That'll go in the antique booth with the Waterford when that's cleaned up and ready to go. Not too shabby there. And then these 3 watches, I paid a total of $25. Let's take a look at this first one here. This is a vintage Bulova. It's 10 karat rolled gold on the case. And I believe also maybe not. Maybe it's not on the Spidell. But definitely, you open it up. It's 10 karat rolled gold. And Bulova's a nice brand. This thing, I think, just needs a good cleaning. I think I can bring this back from the dead. And this should be like a $40 or $50 watch. All right, this one was $10. Those two were $15. But, you know, 40, 50 bucks all day. Especially since I have this nice little Bulova case. I put this in there. Might even get more than 50 bucks for it. But I figured that $40, $50 for this watch. Yeah, might be a little tight for me, but it is nice. I do enjoy it. But yeah, 50 bucks, there you go. Next up is this Stellaris 17 jewels. It's actually from Sears Roebuck. And let's see if I get it to start going. Yeah, there it goes. It just needs a little bit of a cleaning. But this is also like a vintage $40 watch. And it's working pretty nice. It's pretty clean. Well, relatively speaking. But yeah, $40 bill right there, maybe even 50. It's really nice. I may even end up just keeping this for a while because it's a really, really pretty dial. Nice and clean. And again, these two were 15 total. This is a thick boy. This is a Clinton GMT. It's an automatic. However, let's see if I can do this without shaking the camera. However, it is not working. It is not trying to work. I have to open it up. It definitely is going to need some type of cleaning, but a really, really good looking watch. If I can get this cleaned and running, this is like $50 or $60 as well. That's just if I can manage to get this thing going again. Really, really cool looking watch. Not super valuable, but again, $50, $60. Once it's cleaned up and working properly, that should be no problem. So $25 for 3 watches that I can turn around and sell for $150. Not a bad return if I do say so myself. Not to mention the travel clock and the Waterford crystal. All right, next up, this is the last thing I bought at the flea market. I'm happy with this. I think I spent too much on it. I am a sucker for patches, but there's 2 in here I really wanted, and he wanted $300 for this whole box. There was nowhere near $300 worth of stuff here, so I kind of picked out the best of the best, and we worked out. I wanted to spend like 40 bucks. We settled on 50. Check these out. I don't have too many game-worn Jeff Bagwell cards, so of course, being a Hall of Famer and being a patch, me being a sucker for him, just had to do it. Just had to. There's one Hall of Famer patch. But wait, there's more.
But wait! There's more!
Chipper Jones, another Hall of Famer, another napkin. That's the Diamond Cuts. I don't think that, no, it's not numbered. But there is another Hall of Fame patch. Speaking of the Hall of Fame patches, you sense a theme here. At least this one's got a little stripe on it. It's Twins legend Kirby Puckett. Authentic game used jersey. Really cool. Don't have too many of his stuff, so happy to snatch that. Very cool. Again, $50 for this whole thing, but I think 2 of the cards in here are worth $50. So it's like getting all these other ones for free, but paying full price for those 2. Who likes paying full price? I don't. But check this out. Here's another Hall of Famer, Terrell Davis. Pretty cool. Piece of the game. I keep flipping them over because I keep forgetting if these are numbered or not. Here we go. We got, I think, 2 more and then the big ones. But here's Paul Pierce. This is an NBA All-Star game-worn shooting shirt. So not game worn, but it was the shooting shirt. It's Paul Pierce. It's good. There's a special sticker there from Topps. The case itself is pretty dirty, but that patch, oh man, that patch might actually be a little dirty too. Maybe there's some Paul Pierce sweat on it. I don't know, but again, all Hall of Famers. Not complaining. Here's a big Hall of Famer. There is Jim Kelly. 4 straight Super Bowls. Unfortunately for him, not 4 straight Super Bowl wins. But a very, very, I guess I shouldn't say very, but a successful NFL quarterback, and certainly an NFL Hall of Famer right there. There's Jim Kelly. There is a blue patch from the Buffalo Bills. Check these last 2 out. Look at that. The Ryan Express. Names of the game. Game-worn jersey of Nolan Ryan. Very cool. Probably one of the best pitchers in the last 50 years, like ever. Nolan Ryan right there. He would get way more credit if he was just on teams that could hit when he pitched. Like, that's not his fault. He was a great pitcher, and he pitched forever, from the 60s to the 90s. All right, just awesome. Happy to get that. And then probably my favorite card of this bunch. Technically, I would call that a dual color because it's gold and white. But look at that. It is Jerry Rice. This is like, I think, a $30 or $40 patch all day, every day. Even though it's pretty plain, and I'm being a bit generous by saying dual color. But that's a really cool patch. I knew I had to, of all these cards, I had to have these last 2. In fact, I'm going to throw that one right here like this. Although it's going to get joined by at least 1 or 2 more. Just wait. So that's 50. That's 25, 75, 80, $82. And I'm going to make way more than $82 on that stuff. So all that's actually going to be PC. That's all PC there. And it's going to be paid for and then some by these. So great day at the flea market. Now at the card show treated me especially well. Check out this stack here. 4 graded cards. They're all Hall of Famers. There's only 2 players in this, and they're both Hall of Famers. I paid a grand total of $17 for 4 graded cards, and you're not going to believe this. First off, here's a Nolan Ryan 1982 Fleer, PSA 6. I paid $7 for this. When I put in Hall of Fame cards that are in these slabs in my booth, they sell very quickly. I'm going to throw a $15 price tag on this, and I think this is going to sell very quick. So there's a quick doubling of the money. It almost pays for this whole stack just in this card. All right, so $7 for this. That means these next 3 cards I bought from the same person for a total of $10. Look at this. What a freaking steal. First up is a 1992 Topps Michael Jordan in a PSA 8. I am thinking because it's PSA, I might even keep this. But it's only like a $20-ish card. I'm going to put it in my booth for $25, and because it's Jordan and it's in a PSA holder, it's going to sell very quickly for $25, or even maybe even if I'm feeling aggressive, $30. Actually, the one right behind it, look at that. 91-92 Fleer Michael Jordan League Leaders. We've actually opened those packs before. That was a ton of fun. But it's an 8.5. I figured $25, $30. Those will get sold. There's $50 just in these 2 cards. $50, $65 in these 3. And I only paid $17 for these 3 plus this one here. 90 Hoops Michael Jordan PSA 6. Now that's him going up and dunking. It's probably, I can probably get away with $20 for this card. So 15, we'll do 25, that's 40, 70, $90. All right, at least 80. So $80 or $90 just on these 4 graded cards that I only spent $17 on. That's freaking nuts. All right, we actually only have 3 cards left for the card show, but the hits don't stop there. Look at this. I actually bought this. It's going to be a gift for my son. He doesn't know I bought it, but he loves Star Wars. He loves Darth Vader. Whoop. Look at this. Whoops. Look at this. It's Obi-Wan Kenobi versus Darth Vader with a commemorative coin, and this one's numbered to 150. The guy said this card, just this card, is going for around $25. He showed me this other one, and I was talking about, man, my son loves Star Wars. He'd love these. We settled on a price. I didn't even bother looking this one up. But I figured this is probably at $25 anyway. We settled on $25 for the pair. And I gave him $40. I'm waiting for the change. He's trying to, another guy came up while we were doing the deal, and he wanted to buy some like big Shohei Ohtani cards. Like he was trying to trade and throw cash to get like a $1,500 Ohtani. So he goes, you know what? And just $20. So I got both these cards for $20. This is going to be a gift for my son. Later on, he might have to earn that, but I'll give this to him. Really, really cool. He also really likes Mace Windu. He's big into Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, so he knows these characters, even if he's not at this scene in the movies yet. He's still trying to finish Episode 1, Phantom Menace, but these are really cool. He's seen the original trilogy. I know he'll absolutely love that. So we'll make a plan where he just does some stuff and earns that. But I'll give this to him. He's gonna love it. That's awesome. $20. Not selling those. They're going to good incentive for my son. And then when I saw this card, I knew I had to get it. It was in a 50% off bin, for Christ's sakes. So I knew everything's lining up. I gotta get it. Look, it says $55. I ended up getting this card for $25. It's numbered to 25. You ready for this? This is a Hall of Famer, and it's going right to the PC. Look at that. Panini Black. When Panini still has the rights, there's the Patriots logo right there. Willie McGinnis, 12 of 25. Willie McGinnis is a freaking beast. It's player worn, but it's just a giant, napkin, so that's fine. And I wish it was on card, but it is a sticker. But it's of Willie McGinnis. This guy was a monster. I'm 99% sure he was an NFL Hall of Famer, but even not, the regular, albeit on card autos, but like 2023 Optic, I think it was like Legends auto or whatever, the on-card auto is selling for over $100. And the fact that I was able to get this really, really sick card for $25, I think is a huge win. Really happy to pick this up, and this is another one going right on the stand. There you go. Here's Jerry Rice, Willie McGinnis. 99% sure you're a Hall of Famer, and if not, you will be, you should be. But there you have it. There's the flea market finds that are paying for itself. And then, of course, the card show, which just from those is going to pay for everything. I think I did fantastic, but do you think I'm crazy? Let me know down in the comments what you think. Am I asking way too much? Am I ever going to get those prices? Honestly, with the last, 6-7 months in my booth, I think the prices I've listed are going to be pretty darn close to what they'll sell for in my booth. So I'm really happy with them. But if you think I'm crazy, I want to hear what you have to say. Let me know down in the comments. If you had fun watching, all right, like I had fun sharing this stuff with you guys, please, please, please support the channel. Boost my ego. Hit that subscribe button down below. Those are just amazing cards. Very happy to grab those. But we want the channel to keep growing. We cannot grow without your support. So please, if you had fun, if you like these cards, hit that subscribe button. But whether you comment or not, whether you subscribe or not, you watch the video. So I really do want to say thank you for watching the video. Now I'll catch all of you guys on the next one. See ya.